Hey guys, what's up? It's Apollo here. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome back to another online battle of Total War Warhammer 2. That's right, a Warhammer 2 video. You're not going crazy. So it's been a really long time since I've uploaded Warhammer 2, and it's not that I hate the game. You know, I'm not a huge fan of it. But it is kind of refreshing to go to something new, and you know, the game's not bad. It's just not my cup of tea, and it doesn't really feel like Total War to me. But again, it's good to be back and just show you something a little different. And this is a very unique Warhammer battle because we do have a ton of mods. It's like so many mods, I can't even list them all. Now, thankfully, the person who sent in this battle replay, he gave me the list of mods, which I'll link in the video description in case you're interested in trying these mods. It's a lot of like epic battle, cinematic battle mod, and there's like a bunch of reskins and really cool stuff like that. So check it out in the video description. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's do normal speed here and dive right in. So we got a nice battle of Badlands here. We have 3 vampire factions attacking, I believe, 3 greenskin factions. Now again, guys, there are a lot of modded units in this, so it might look a little different to your game. So just keep that in mind that there's a lot of mods going on here. I don't know how the performance is gonna. Whoa! Armored Colossal Squig. Look at this guy. He's got chainmail and everything. Amazing. That looks great. So also this battle is over 30 minutes long, which is a decent length considering that this is Warhammer. So before we get started, let's, or I already said that, but again, before it gets too juicy, let's look at the army comps here. I don't really know where one begins and one ends, so I'm just going to quickly show you all the army comps really fast. So again, we've got 3 vampire armies, and I'll just kind of, oh my god, words are hard. Skim through this. We got some knockers. Oh, hell yeah, it's like some miners or something. Fire skulls. Look at these guys march. It's amazing. We got the Grave Guard. We got some Karin Wraiths. That's it. Shadow of Chill. Back here we got some sexy vampires. A couple rows of them. We got some Sternmen. Grave Guard. Very cool. Oh my god, look at these guys. Temple of the Skulls. Very cool. So here's the other 2 armies. Again, very similar. Lots of dead things, you know, lots of vampires, lots of gross, disgusting things. And then here is the other army, which looks like he's bringing a lot of Grave Guard. He's got some vampiric fencers. That's awesome. Vampiric knights and the dragon knights dismounted. They look so cool. So let's go to the greenskins again before this gets too juicy. Where the greenskins are defending this really cool, orc camp here. It's a war camp. So again, I don't know where one army begins and the other ends. So I'm just going to show you all the army comps really quickly here. Night Goblins, Savage Orc Biguns with clubs. We got, of course, the Arachnarok. Very cool. So it looks like a very traditional greenskin force here from what I understand of the game. Crimson Killers, Black Orcs. We got some Ozag, the Slaughterer. And of course, just a dismounted, or a great Raven, a dragon basically. So more Black Orcs over here. So a good mix of forces here and there. Again, there's just too much to cover. So, you know, I don't want to keep you guys waited. I do want to note though that the greenskins have some really interesting hidden units in the trees here. Moon Howlers. Oh, I'm dying up here. Dirt Kit Squigs and Bruku Bouncers. Bruku Bouncers. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So that's gonna be basically they have Cav over here. It's gonna be interesting to see them in action. Maybe they can get a nice flanking maneuver. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, we got shots fired here from it looks like artillery of some sort. Yes, we do have an artillery piece over here. Or is that just part of the scenery? That's just part of the scenery. Something was firing in this direction. Oh, there it is. Is it just the archers? What is that? I don't know, but they're trying to go after these really chill riders here. The chill Geist. These guys look so cool. But yeah, I think I'm going to fast forward until these forces get into position, which is only going to be a couple seconds here. And then we can get to the juicy parts of this battle. Something is firing over here, and it must be like just an arrow tower. Yeah, it must be this. Yeah, just an arrow. As you can tell, I'm a little rusty to Warhammer. I am looking for Warhammer replays. Now, I'm not going to upload this game all the time, but again, the occasional Warhammer video will certainly be a big help for a variety of content. So again, thank you guys for those who have sent in some replays. It really helps me out on being consistent, even though I haven't been very consistent lately, but you know, nonetheless, I do appreciate it. So let's go ahead and press play here, normal speed. So it seems like the vampires are finally going in. I think they were kind of waiting there a little bit for their ally to get in position because they really want to try to attack on all fronts. And there we go, some big hits right there. The epic vampire units here pushing forward. You got the intimidation of this epic war camp. Oh my god, look at this. The arrows, the rocks coming down. Okay, so here they go. They're finally trying to make it up this way. Let's see if they can get there without crumbling. We do have some goblins holding the front line, and it looks like they are going to be able to hold here pretty effectively. Now we got another, definitely more elite unit here, the Grave Guard going in. He really used the skeletons there to absorb most of that ammo, which is really good on him. And now we've got more and more of Grave Guard with, I think, some impressive weapons pushing forward. We even have the general who's taking some damage. Manfred von Karstein. Manfred, he's moving up close, but he is getting in range of some enemy archer fire, which is no good. So he's going to fly him out of there, and the music is getting pretty epic. I think we got some spells going on here. We got the great vortex of the deep beyond the Twilight Zone going through and crumbling these vampires in this front line. This is probably going to be the most brutal assault for the vampires out of all the different, you know, angles you can attack from, because these orcs are holding strong with all of this archer fire coming down. Now he's got some vampires going into the mix. They're definitely going to help out there, but they're going to need a lot more to break through. These vampires need to do something. It's just taking them a really long time to get to this other side. And, oh, sure enough, the calf has been spotted. Great scouting by these lancers from one of the vampire players. Really fantastic job there. And they're going to swoop down. Let's see. Are they going to swoop down? Nope, they're just scouting. I wonder what he's going to do with the calf. Most likely send them back to base since the element of surprise is no longer there. The other army is also pushing forward as well. The defense is definitely a lot lighter here. We got some trolls mixed in with the Savage Orc Biguns taking on the Grave Guard, who are just taking a beating, and they are crumbling just by the sheer force of arrows and the very nasty wall here of these blue painted orcs who are holding the line against these vampires. So a really rough start for these vampire players, especially over here. Now it is pretty wise. Oh wait, we got some lancers going in. Flying lancers going after the archers and swooping down and just going after really anybody in this general area. So nice move there, trying to silence these archers and try to spare some lives. Or should I even say spare some lives when they're vampires? Spare some undead lives, I suppose I should say. But yeah, they're doing a good job of trying to silence these guys. I don't really think the Lancers are going to kill anyone. If anything, they're probably going to die. But they're trying their best to try to support the land troops, or yeah, I guess the land troops, because they're technically air. Yeah, trying to support these troops over here. Manfred now in the mix as well. That's always kind of a troubling sign, at least to me, seeing the general into the fight already. Now we got a general battle going on here between the Slaughterer, Ozog, and Manfred. Shadows of Chill charging in as well. It's getting really messy over here as both sides continue to push more and more units into this front line. Now the Ragnarok is going into the thick of the fight. Again, he's trying to match the vampires' big beast here with one of their own big beasts, which is a giant spider. Now the Lancers are on the run. They're crumbling as we speak. They're trying to get out of there, which they should be able to without getting harassed too much. We also have a reserve force over here with Vampiric Knights dismounted. They look so awesome. Mixed in with the Blood Knights as well. So they're doing their best to try to break through this line. Nothing seems to be working quite yet. Has the other vampire army gotten in position? They have not. They're really taking their sweet time, but the good news is that they will have they'll have a fresh army, you know, unmolested, unharassed army, which is really great because they definitely need to go in soon and support their allies because they are struggling. The vampire players have yet to break through. Oh, speaking of beast battle here, this armored squig versus the Vargolf, which looks very nasty looking. Look at him. Look at this squig, man. How do you not love... he would be my pet, you know? He's just like... It looks like he's kind of giving some inspiring speeches. Like, keep holding! Ah! Awesome. But it looks like the vampires are starting to make a push here. But even if, or even when... I guess I should say if they break through here. It looks like they will. But if they break through... They've got a whole nother line they're going to have to fight. And this is the Black Orcs. Look at these guys. They look pretty nasty. They look very nasty. These Black Orcs. The elite Orcs with the greenskins. Man, it's been a while. You know, it's definitely refreshing watching this. Again, it feels like Total War Light. You know, as if there was like a rival company making this game. But it is definitely refreshing seeing the monsters and the units and, you know, other than the same old, for sure. Back over here, the vampires really struggling. They've got their Lancers kind of hovering over this battle, and now we have the Blood Knights to see. Are they going in for a charge? It looks like they are. They're going to try to bring some relief here, try to crush these orcs who are just contesting them and just preventing them from progressing up this hill to continue to push back the greenskins. Looks like there's a pretty deadly charge from the knights. Also, we've got some elite dismounted knights from the vampires on the flank, which is good. Trolls kicking them around, doing the best they can to hold this flank. But it looks like this is going to be finally a small victory for the vampires, and they're going to be able to push forward and continue to advance here. Oh, the Foot of Gork smashes and crushes a lot of the vampire forces, and they are crumbling. Just when I said, you know, when I said I thought they were easily going to break through here, still, the Foot of Gork makes it very, very difficult. And now we've got, let's see, in the back here, the Whites of the Temple of Skulls. Again, this is probably a modded unit just because the name is all messed up. I would just call them Temple of Skulls Whites or something. There they go. They're going to join the fray because they have to. And I'm starting to wonder how many more reinforcements. They've got a decent amount. It looks like there's some kind of... Warg. Warg is going on. Look at that. They've got a bunch of bonuses here, which gives them speed, charge bonus, and a melee attack bonus. You probably want to try to avoid combat at this point until that fizzles out. Because that's not going to do you any favors. Now we got ability going on here. They might want to move their troops. Or is that a debuff? It's just a debuff. So very nice. Or maybe that was from the vampires. But, oh, here we go. The other vampire has finally joined the fray. He's got some crappy skeletons. Queenstein Stalkers or something. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But they are pushing and trying, I assume, trying to take on most of the damage here from archers and whatnot. Vampires are going to try to push in more troops. Let's look at the greenskin defense. But they've got a couple last stand positions here. They've got the Hammer of Gork, which is a rock lobber artillery. Certainly, this is a good position for them too. Trying to go after the reserves here, which is a really juicy target. So he might want to keep moving up his forces. He doesn't want to stay too stationary because that's going to sting if he loses too many troops. We got some warlocks over here. Very cool. So, Yeah, there we go. Reinforcements are joining the fray. So yeah, he's being very cautious with his army. I kind of like the fact, I tend not to like this strategy of going into waves like this, but I get it because he's trying to not let the artillery and the archers soften up too much of his army, because if he has them all blobbed up over here, it's going to be really easy for them to crush from afar. So that fight's still going on. Let's go back over here. Let's see. The WOG has worn off, and now we've got some swordsmen. Oh! Whoa! What's that? We've got some vampiric artillery. Woo! That looks cool. Going after the Crimson Killers, which is a good target, a very deadly warrior force there. Now the Vampiric Knights going in. More artillery crushing in. And here comes the Crimson Killers, ready to reinforce the lines. We also have an Arachnarok going back. Is that the same Arachnarok? It might be. We also have another armored Colossal Squig who is supporting this front line. I think the vampire... Oh, we got a spell coming in. But we got the vampires closing in as well. The Shadow of Chill. I love that name. These guys are so chill. But yeah, they're going in to reinforce. Lots of breaking going on here. Let's go back over to this side as well. There's a lot going on. And still, they are still fighting over here. Really, really impressive stand by the Greenskins, who are just making the vampires fight for every single inch. Got some black orcs holding as well. Dual weapons here, which is really cool. Dual wielding. Now we got a battle of elites. We got the Dragon Knights dismounted, going into the fray, taking on these black orcs, and I think it might be enough to break them. I think finally, after going through waves and waves of defenders and magic, they're going to be able to break through and push to the inner defenses of this base. And sure enough, the Greenskins are falling back from all outer positions. They realize that there's no reason to defend over here. They've got to push. The vampires are actually sending over some cav over to this front as well. They're going to try to support over there. And the vampires are going in, man. They're going in. See, this is a big fight over here. I think the key for the vampires to win this one is that they have to get their armies united. They've got to group up. You know, they've got to get their armies to meet so they can support each other in this this bloody fight. Let's go over to this side as well. It's been a while. Let's see how this is progressing. Words are hard. It looks like it's fairly even. Lots of vampire units are being committed to the fight. Let's see if they can break through. It looks like they do have the numbers. The Greenskins are not liking that. They're not liking the fact that they're outnumbered. So they're actually going to charge in their Crimson Killers. We do have a debuff on these guys. I wish I could see what it is. Oh yeah, it's oh, but they use WOG to counter it. They use WOG. So they're going to try to counter their debuff. And hopefully with the new bonus there of WOG, or War, whatever, they're going to try to overwhelm the vampires. And here comes a general. We got Grimgor Ironhide, who's going into the fight as well. They are not letting up on these outer defenses, these Greenskins. They're making the vampires work. I like it. Lots of reserves, though, still. Oh, nice. We got some magic casters here. I think it's like their artillery of some sort. Yeah, it's the warlocks who are the artillery, basically. Breaking the greenskin cav, who I assume we're trying to get something sneaky in, but it just does not pay off. Lots of air battles going on here. We got a lot of dragons going after the Lancers. The Lancers look like they're just trying to get the heck out of there. General, very weak over here. Interesting. I wonder why he's sending Manfred over there. Maybe his ally has a healing ability. I don't know. I just don't know enough about the game, but I think he's just getting him out of the fight. Because, you know, losing your general could be disaster for your army. Now, this vampire army is very, very depleted. I don't know if they're going to have enough to break through these greenskins. Now, they do have some cav down here, but this seems like this is it. It's not a strong force. It's a little concerning. I don't know if the vampires have enough to break through. Lots of archer fire coming from the top tier of this defense. We got some Gobo Legion. Gobo Legion? Okay. Goblin Legion, basically. Trying to support their troops here are starting to waver. But they've got a lot of reserves still holding over on this side. I think it's because they were afraid of the vampire cav. Oh, wow. Okay, look at this. What's going on here? They're falling into the pit of nothingness. What the hell is this? And they're flying up like a bunch of heroes. Okay, good. They're not dead. Yeah, they might want to fix that in the map there. Well, they do break the cav. I don't know if it's because of this little glitch here, this little sinkhole here, but the vampires do hold in the outer regions of this base, which is great because he still has some deadly cav who can do some damage. I think this cav right here, the Blood Knights, is definitely going to be key to the vampires trying to turn this battle around. But at this point, I mean, the balance of power is fairly even. Seems like it's more in favor of the defenders, but it's not like impossible for the attackers to win this one. It's just going to be an uphill battle, literally. Literally an uphill battle. Here comes the vampires pushing up. Love the monsters here, just soaked in blood. They've killed a lot of orcs today. And they are breaking a lot of orcs. These orcs have just been fighting for too long. They've seen enough. And I think they've kind of lost their appetite for battle. How unwarged of them. Warg? Orc. Orc. They're not wargs, they're orcs. Oh my god. It's been a long day, folks. It's been a long day. The Ragnarok's still holding its position here, though. I love it. Look at that thing. Still holding its position. Seems like the vampires are going to break through here. But there's still so much to fight through. And look at this. Oh my god, look at this giant. He looks so cool. Whoa. This paint on him. That looks amazing. I love that body paint. Alright. So, vampires crumbling, it seems like at the same rate as the greenskins. And I think that's why he's sending up more reinforcements. I think he likes this push right here. He's got his elite vampires here. Very elite. Got a lot of elite reserves. They are going to be needed. Desperately needed. But these arrows are certainly not doing them, or these archers are certainly not doing them any favors. But these guys are about less than halfway with ammo, which is really good. I think the greenskin player here is doing he's done a pretty good job of conserving this ammo. And he's going to go ahead and do it again. He's going to conserve it because he knows that he's going to have to save it for these guys right here. His elite soldiers. Oh, we got an ability coming in. Please be something cool, not just a debuff. Oh! What is this? Spider hatchlings. And he's actually using them to flank the greenskins. Blood. I think the greenskins' days are numbered. I think the player realizes that too because they're putting up another defense here. They're actually falling back. Look at this. Mass retreat. The vampires have finally broken through. We got a death of an ally. So I believe that's a vampire general that has been killed. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's a vampire general. So that's unfortunate for the vampires. Hopefully the morale is strong enough. I guess it's not really morale. It's like a crumble system, but you get what I'm saying. Look at them. They're going in. Let's see where these lancers go. I think they're going after the general. Look at that. They're harassing the general. They want revenge. They are seeking revenge for the death of their general, and they're not going to let him escape so easily. Look at them. They're going in. Seems like he doesn't have any archers to try to protect his general. He's doing everything he can to protect his general. Look at him. He is so desperate. He's going to some friendly forces. He's like, crap, dude, help me out. My general's getting pursued by some vampire lances that just won't let up. They use WARG one more time. Oh, the archers are finally in range. I wonder if that general is going to make it out. Here we go. The vampires putting up, taking on some good resistance here. It's kind of weird to see a Warhammer battle last this long. It's pretty awesome. There we go. The vampires have broken through. And there was a defense here, but it seems like they have now decided to fall back over here, which is probably the smarter move. Nice little push there. Very good push. And the greenskins are kind of fighting back to back, trying to hold both these choke points. The balance of power is now dead even, guys. And these vampire lances are desperately trying to take out both generals. Both generals who are very... There we go. He's breaking. That could be huge, guys. That could be the huge morale loss that the vampires are looking for. They got to kill him, though, because he could return. Come on, they're so close. The archers desperately firing, trying to protect their general, or their allies' general. We also have the other general over here who's very low. I think he's just going to try to keep him out of the fight. It's better him alive and not fighting than dead, obviously. Let's hope that the vampires have done enough damage to this general to prevent him from coming back to the fight. But usually generals, if I'm not mistaken, go back to the fight. Greenskins are surrounded here. We've got Krell over here. I don't know who that is. He's a melee specialist. He's got a magical axe there. Looks like cool, I guess. But yeah, it looks like the Greenskins' days are numbered in this area, and it's all gonna come down to this final stand. And I wonder, is there only one way up? Can they take this route? No, this doesn't look like a passage. So it seems like the only way up to this final stand is right here. Guys, I wish siege battles were more like this in Warhammer. This is what I'm talking about. Epic final stand. If they just had better siege maps, I would be in Warhammer. I'd be like, yeah, this is cool. Maybe it's not amazing, but I definitely appreciate it a lot more. I want to see some more magic. Here's a nice charge over here, some Grave Guard. Now we got, oh, cab charge maybe, possibly. The Chillgeist. How eerie. How creepy. Alright, so now the troops are starting to waver. We got some Lancers. They might be going in for a frontal charge, trying to soften up that defense there, holding the kind of the last stand here. Well, let's check on the status of these generals. One is still alive there. These Lancers are still dead on them like a heat-seeking missile. And they're flying through rocks. Truly amazing. And he's trying to defend the general. The very tired dragon here. Or Waven. Whatever they're called. You know, fantasy. Whatever. More troops crossing the bridge. Oh, this is epic. This little passage here. This is so cool. The dragons flying overhead. But yeah, I love this bridge. They're going to try to run over and support this front because, I mean, this is the only choke point. This is the only direction. Now they've got their mages, their artillery equipment, opening fire, softening up, trying to go after the goblin artillery. Goblin artillery trying to give them a taste of their own medicine, firing their artillery back. There we go. Let's see. They're trying to get some kills. Look at that artillery. Look at the reach on this artillery. Woo! They're landing some great hits on these Black Orcs. More and more troops coming in. I think he's going for the artillery. I think the Greenskins using their flying units to go after the artillery. It's undefended. He might as well. That's certainly what he's going for. Smart move there, because that artillery is wrecking them right now. Woo! Going after those black orcs. So awesome. Oh, we got a spell coming in. Oh! Oh my god! Great use of that spell. Disrupts a lot of the orc front line. My god. What a struggle right now. What a group struggle to take this hill. But the orcs are running out of reserves, and the vampires, you know, they look pretty close too. Look at the balance of power. Still anyone's game at this point. They just got to secure the flank, send in more infantry. Do not let these fire skulls flank around. There they go, and he's not going to let it happen. Two powerful forces hold at one point. This is what the siege battle has come to. This is what we've all been waiting for. Who will withstand the other? 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in this battle replay. Artillery still firing. Going after, smart move, going after the Blood Knights. Oh! Another magic piece right there. Taking out a good amount of the vampires. Or kind of missing. I don't know, it's hard to tell. But yeah, some magic being thrown in. My god. This is close. 3 minutes left, guys. 3 minutes left. Who will take this one? Oh, I think the greenskins might actually hold here. Their numbers are looking good, but numbers could mean nothing in Warhammer, especially with all these like monsters and spellcasters. Got more troops going into the fray. They still have a lot of reserves over here. I like it. They're keeping them out of the fight, and there they go. These lovely ladies going into the fray, and hopefully this will be the turning tide for the vampires. But the greenskins are putting up such great resistance, not going out without a fight. And that balance of power is still anyone's game. Greenskins can still turn this one around. It's a great replay. Great replay. Thank you to the person who sent this in, which you'll see soon enough. This giant giving them hell, but the giant's health is low. His morale is low as well. Frost breath! Oh, he's breaking. He's tired. He's all cut up. And he's gonna fight to the end. This Ragnarok's still going healthy though. Let's see him. Let's see how long he can go here. Who knows? He might survive the battle. Oh, is he breaking? Yeah, he's breaking, I think. Yep, he's routing. That's why he's just walking through. And the Blood Knights are gonna take care of him. Watch this. Or not. That was kind of pathetic, but are they gonna kill him? They're trying. He's really low, guys. Come on. Die, you giant, die. Alright, vampires still pushing the best they can. We got a charge by the Cav going after these orcs. The Ragnarok is breaking. The general is breaking. I think that's why he's sending him in. He's trying his best to keep the men inspired. But it seems like the vampires just might have enough here to break the will, to break the spirit of the greenskins. Oh, he's trying. He's trying to keep them in the fight. General might just charge in now. Oh, man. Seems like the vampire infantry is just too much. There he goes. Yep, the greenskins are starting to break, and that's it, guys. The vampires are going to take this one as they push through the war camp, and the greenskins have been broken. So it was a Pyrrhic victory for sure. Let's end the replay and look at the results here. That was a great fight, down to the wire. So this was sent in by White Wolf 13. Thank you, dude, for the battle replay. If you have any more, please send them my way, because this was really exciting. And you can see all the different armies here, and you know what they were bringing. So all the player names. So thank you everyone who fought in this battle. It was really exciting. It was a good fight. And I hope you guys enjoyed the little different content here, a little Warhammer. Again, I'm not going to go crazy with Warhammer. If it's a battle like this, I will certainly show it. And I did enjoy the diversity, the change, seeing flying units and magic. It was refreshing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time on the battlefield.